Muslim player's turn, and we're thinking about diplomacy. Now we do have the diplomatic advantage marker, so that gives us a -1 on the roll, and we're thinking about going for Damascus. So if we can't persuade our brethren, fellow Muslims, that it's not good to be selfish and seek for oneself when you should join the Brotherhood. So we will see what our diplomat can do. I want to go ahead and diplomacy roll. If you have the powers capital, which we don't control, I guess that always helps if you're in their capital. Events modify the roll. I don't see any event. I'll look. And if you had a diplomatic advantage marker, you could expend it to increase or decrease the diplomacy roll. Why would you want to increase the diplomacy roll? I don't understand that. By 1. Place the marker in a neutral force pool. Huh. Diplomatic. Maybe I could have used that to play against a Christian player. Which a player exerting the greatest influence. Cool. Huh. Choose a stronghold. You may. Free passage, all kinds of stuff. But don't say nothing about playing it for your opponent's turn. So, but that'd be the only one reason you would want to increase or decrease the roll by 1. Place the marker in initial force pool. Huh. I'm gonna have to look and see if I could have played this on the Christian player. Use that marker, because that would be the only reason why you want to increase it by 1. That don't make no sense. Yeah, because you need a number or less to. All right. There's got to be a reason for that. Be right back. All right, all right. I think I seen the key. And here it says, if you have the thing with this, you almost got to be a lawyer sometime with these rules. If you've seen my past videos, you know about me and rules. It's all about one word or two. But anyway, if you have the diplomatic advantage marker, you may expend it to increase or decrease, and there should be a big circle around any diplomacy roll by 1. Okay, so that's why you would increase it. Remember that if you're playing a game, if your opponent. So we'll just say that they didn't think that their brethren was going to give in, so he didn't waste it. But now he's going to try to get him back. So we'll be playing that card. Where did the card go? It was a 0. Oh, here we go. Alright, so diplomacy time for the. And we'll be using a -1 for the diplomacy marker, I think. By 1, yeah, by 1. Alright, by 1. Minus it. And to 3 or less for the Muslim roll. Nope, the Muslims don't do it. They should have used the marker to begin with, I guess. But anyway, alright, well, no diplomacy. And I used the diplomatic. That goes back into the, what is it, neutral force pool. Oh, where does it go back into? I guess I'll put it in a neutral force pool. Oh, wrong one. Diplomatic force. I'll find out where I put that. But yeah, he wasted it. No good. And wasted a card. Bad luck on the Muslim side, all around. Alright, did not influence. It is back to the Christian player's turn. Find out what I do with that marker. And we'll be right back. Alright, Christian player's turn. And they're going to use the battering ram card as a siege event. They need at least 1 unit. They have plenty of manpower, and they will be reducing the resistance factor of Odessa, or no, of Aleppo by 2. So there we go. Resistance factor down to 1. Now I think of it is. Let's see if I can find the 1 over here. There we go. Could be definitely time for an assault. Let me look and see what we got going on here. Get my stack ready to go, but Aleppo. Sounds like it's ripe for the picking. We'll be right back. Card played by the Christian player. And now I have to decide whether I want to assault. We'll be right back. Alright, we got the numbers here for the assault attempt. Muslim player's got two combat strengths inside of Aleppo. He'll get a +2 on his die roll modifiers because he's a defender in assault when it comes time for him to inflict damage onto the Christian player. Christian player has a strength of 8, plus another 3 for his leader and entourage, bodyguards, etc. Equals a strength of 11. Now, if it wasn't an assault, he'd get a +3 die roll modifier because his leader. These guys are leaderless, and his leader's a 3, and you give him a die roll modifier of the difference between the two. But in an assault, all he gets is a 1 +1 die roll modifier. So that's what we're looking at there. He also gets, as an assault attacker, 1 column shift to the left because their resistance factor is 1, down to 1. So this should be interesting. We're going to go through the numbers again, overlook the procedure, and see what happens. Aleppo. Alright, well, after looking at the rules, before I get too ahead of myself, I just played me a siege event right there and lowered their resistance factor by 2. You go down here and it says after the attacker resolves a siege event, the defender may play any siege event from his hand, usable by the defender or by both parties, both players. This play must follow the same restrictions regarding manpower. Full strength castles have a manpower rating of 2 plus whatever additional garrisons are present, or rather is present. Little garrison castles have a manpower rating of 1. Cities only have manpower supplied by their garrison. Note, intrinsic garrisons have more manpower than regular units to allow for more active defense. Alright, but it does say here, after the defender plays a card or declines to do so, the attacker may choose to assault, end his action, or play another siege event, which then entitles the defender another response, etc. Until the attacker runs out of cards, chooses to assault, or decides to end his action. So where we are right now is looking at the Muslim player's hand to see if there's any siege events he wants to play in response to my siege event. And this will be a little tit for tat until either after this I decide to assault, which is probably what I'm going to do, but he does get a chance to play a card, so we'll be back. Alright then, the Muslim player has a killer of a card. Procedure supplies run low. I will increase the resistance factor back up to, I guess it's at 1 now, up to 2. But the besieging army must roll for attrition, adding 4 to its attrition value. Ouch! Alright, what's a card game here, people? And we're having fun. Let me go through all the knickknacks of this, the consequences of this card, and we'll show you what happens. Be right back. Alright, so the Muslim players will go ahead and play that card for its siege event. We will increase the resistance factor to 2. And now, make an attrition die roll with 1, 2, 3 units. Oh, let's go back down here. Pointer, I need a pointer. Attrition. Alright. What do we see that was? 3 units he's got underneath him? Yeah. Alright, so we'll be looking underneath this one right here. And then what else did it say to do? Adding 4 to its attrition value. Oh. So we got a 3 here. We'll be adding 4. We can add a 7. We'll go up to this spot right here. Roll Christian player on a 7. Let's see. Here we go. Oh, yeah. That's the number of step losses. So, back here, I think we'll just remove. Is that a 2? Yeah. We'll just remove him. And the casualties for the Christian player begin. I think you put those over there on the reduced side, because then you got to build them back up. But we'll find that out later. All right, big hit, big hit. Could that be a siege changer? We will find out. Now, what the procedure is, I could play me another siege event card, or go for the assault. Since the results of his actions there are so devastating, I'm gonna have to rethink this assault and look at the numbers. We'll be right back. Alright, so what we got here is the Siege of Aleppo. Old Baldwin III running some battering rams. Did some damage, but unfortunately for him, the supplies are running low. So the siege isn't going to go as easy as we thought. We got now 9 total, plus 1 Dyro modifier, but 2 shifts to the left. So let's look here. Combat 9, 2 shifts to the left. Good chance nothing will happen. I got a plus roll 1 Dyro modifier. He'll be fighting with he'll be attacking me with a 2 roll Dyro modifier. So, phew, ain't looking too good. Do I wait for additional supplies? Maybe play another card. Yeah, we'll go look back, hand the cards real quick. We'll be right back. All right. Well, the only choices I got two of these lines of whoa. Lines of ground validation? What the heck? I can't. Valation. Or crown valation, or whatever it is. You may make a blockade roll on a stronghold if it's not a port. So I could maybe do that. Try starving them out. We got a lot of cards left. Like I said, I got 2 of those. There's another one I could have used. But play a blockade any port. That would have been a blockade automatically, but it's not a port. It's an inland city. So let me decide what I want to do. I don't think I want to make an assault yet. But that gives him a chance to do whatever he wants to do. So hold off here. Let's let the gears roll. And the brain taker. Alright, well, since I'm only down to 2 units, I don't meet the requirement for this card anyway. I need 3 units, and I just lost 1 to attrition. So, yeah, all of it has a cascading effect. I believe that's going to be it for me, or for the Christian player, I guess. No assault. We will put the ball in the Muslim player's court. Might come to regret it, but I don't see any luck coming on this column right here. We'll have to wait for reinforcements. Be back. Alright, it is the Muslim player's action round. And words got back to old Sinji that attrition and supply. This ball went down there at Aleppo. We'll be looking at the Muslim player's card play. See if he can take advantage of the situation. We'll be right back. Alright, so some thoughts I got going on here is does the Muslim player want to give up on diplomacy? You know, I gotta look at some options. I get the Fatimids down here to go after some of these low-hanging fruit victory points. More importantly, above and beyond all else, do I have enough cards? You only get 7 turns, 7 moves, so as a Muslim player, what do I do within 7 moves? Do I just use these cards to move units around, make an assault? I think that's going to be about it. I gotta do me a little mini Crusader or Muslim Blitzkrieg. So, yeah, time is of the essence. Thought about maybe some diplomacy, but that wastes cards and time. Even if I do waste the time and cards and make a successful diplomacy, I gotta get these guys down here to go, I'm talking turns, and this is my last turn. So, time for some Bassa moves. I got a card here with a 3 on it. If it's all cavalry, I get an additional point or movement. This will move me 3 units. If it's all cavalry, I'll get a +1 with all those guys. I don't really need this event. Could have maybe used this a little bit for Aleppo, but yeah. Friendly Christians. It's a Christian event here. I don't really have anything else right now. So we're thinking Bassa move. Get that Seljuk cavalry going. We'll be back.